Alright guys, welcome to patch 257 for PC. We have a lot of new stuff here to show you today. We got 4 new dinos and a bunch of other awesome stuff to show you as well. But before we start off this video, if at any point in this video you find yourself liking this video, be sure to beat the crap out of that like button. It really does help me out, especially with these update videos. I really do appreciate it. Anyway, let's get into it. So, first of all, we have the Daedon. This thing is amazing. I love these things. They have such cool colors. This one's like white and like brown. It looks amazing. It's got like pink on its ankles there. Oh my god. So first of all, this thing is pretty amazing. I've actually leveled this one completely in speed, which we'll go over now in a second. But so let's just check out the animations here. So we got left click, which is the general bite animation. As you can see, it's pretty much the same, and you can actually do it while you're walking as well, running and jumping. It's pretty awesome. Let's just run back there really quick so nothing comes over to attack us. So yes, as well with this guy, it doesn't have an X or a C attack, but it does have a right click attack, and for this we have to go into first person, and I also got to, do I have that up? Yes, sweet. So we're going to use the right click attack, which is like a healing buff, and it heals dinos around you, as you can see, but at the cost of its food draining incredibly quick. Look at this. It's not moving. Give me a second. That's hilarious. Alright, here we go. As you can see, it is draining incredibly fast there. This thing pretty much eats anything. I'm pretty sure it can just eat plants. It can eat, like, yeah, it can harvest the plants. Is it going to eat them? You can eat those there, buddy? Probably not. Apparently he can harvest plants, but he can't eat them? That's weird. Are you going to eat this stuff? Oh yeah, he's eating the meat, but he's not eating the plants. That is so strange. Huh, why can he harvest plants, but he can't eat them? By the way, ignore these things. They're from like a mob thing for levels, blah blah blah. That's kind of strange the way he can actually harvest plants, but he can't eat them. Maybe it's a bug right now. Maybe he's supposed to be able to do that. I imagine he is. He also harvests hide as well, which is useful. So this guy, as you can see, the food is almost down completely. Can I jump off and have that still like that? No, but I can go into the menu and enable it right here. And what else do I have? Disable it. Yeah, okay, so it's just enable and disable. Pretty good. But as you can see, oh, and he's healing this one over here. He's actually healing this guy up really quick. So look at that. That is going up really quick. Look at that. That's like almost 100 by like, I don't even know. That's going so fast. It's kind of hard to even tell. So we just hit 1,000 a second ago. We're already at 500. That's insane. This thing probably eats a huge amount though. How are you doing here, buddy? Yeah, look, his food's almost completely drained, and that's 13k food. That's insane. You're gonna need to feed this guy a huge amount of meat and everything. So let's check out a normal one. This one is at max speed. As you can see, he's really quick, but I wouldn't bother pumping speed at all on these guys. It's not going to be very useful. They are quick enough to be able to keep up with general dinos and kind of heal your little herd that you have. Let me hop onto this one here. So this is the normal speed of them running. So this is a decent speed. I mean, if you're bringing a massive hunting party, you're not going to be pumping speed on everything because you want to actually be able to move everything. So this is the normal speed anyway, and this also obviously does the exact same thing, drains at the exact same rate. Let's disable that there. There is actually a little bit of a speed nerf when it comes to using that thing. So this is me moving normally, and then this is me putting that on. So as you can see, I'm a little bit slower because I'm on like a little trot there. So he does get a slight speed nerf when you are actually using the healing buff, and I'm going to take that off, and as you can see, I'm moving quicker. I can't put it back on. There I can. Maybe there's like a little... There's probably something to stop you from spamming it, yeah. There's like a second or two that you have to wait between each one. It's interesting though. I really do like this guy. Very, very useful creature. Definitely, it's kind of the same kind of power as like a Lystro, except it's a lot better. It's a lot more useful. And for some reason, there's some sort of level bug in this update. I don't know if it's just where I am on this server, but for some reason, like if you level a couple points into something and then leave it, I don't know why, but like these ones went up after like 2 or 3 points. They went up to like 400 and something. I don't know. I don't exactly know why that happens, but it does apparently. So yeah, this one right here is a health. It's a max health one here. So as you can see, it goes up to around 40k, but obviously, you know, you're not going to really need to pump health on these things. If you have 2 of them, they can heal each other. So, and also they be mate boosted too. So they come out with a decent amount of health anyway. So I would definitely recommend 2 of them mate boosted in your pack of hunting dinos, and you're not going to have to worry about pumping any health into them at all. Pump full food or melee as well if you want to, but definitely food. And this is going to be the first dino that you're going to actually want to be pumping food on. Very interesting creature, really do like it. It's got a saddle as well. It's the only creature in this update with a saddle as well. So next we have, let's go on to the queen bee here. So this is the queen bee, very awesome. These have like a kind of a unique taming method. So you gotta go and you gotta basically destroy a hive that they are in, and you can find those hives on like cliff sides and in the redwood mainly. They are attached to redwood trees, they're easy to spot. We're not gonna go through seeing one of those today. I will, as you can see, he's got a bunch of little bees below it. I will eventually go ahead and get one of those tamed up in a vanilla series that I have, but yeah, for now we're just gonna be checking this guy out. So for some reason I spawned that one in super low level, but these ones are high level, and as you can see, these are the stats on a level 225, and I don't believe that you're actually able to level these guys. Let me give it a level potion. Don't think you're able to, because like as you can see, they're not, there's no like little plus symbols, and you can see those on like everything else here. Yeah, so I think that means that you just can't level them at all. And you can't level their drones, you can't even interact with their drones, but you can put stuff into them, feed them and everything. I can put rocks in there if I want to. They actually have pretty decent weight, to be honest. That's not bad for like a small flyer that you could have following you. But you can't pick them up or anything, but what you can do is you can turn them into a hive. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. So we just got a beehive and we lost our queen bee. That is basically how it works. The beehive is then something that you can place down. It's a structure, so you can place this down anywhere. I'm gonna just place it down here, and this is kind of like a new structure that you can use. Oh my god, look, I'm covered in, what the hell? Look, there's a new effect, it's called bees. I'm like covered in bees because I've got honey all over my face, and obviously you get that from coming near this thing. So you can get honey from the hives, and you use rare flowers to power these things, and it's essentially kind of a new little farm. And the use of the honey, you may be wondering, is to actually get little taming baits, which I can show you now in a second. If you give me 1 second, I'll grab some in. So I have some honey here, but I also have some rare flowers, which we're going to chuck in there. And that should start producing it. I'm not exactly sure how long it's going to take for that to happen. I guess we can go, just like fast forward the single player I have here. Not exactly sure how long it's going to take for that to happen. Kind of a little bit confused here. I guess we're just going to leave that there for now. Maybe we'll come back to that in a couple minutes, but I do have the honey code here. Let's get 100 of those for no apparent reason. Are they heavy? Oh, they must be heavy. Oh my god. Yeah, well, no, they're not that heavy, but my weight's not that great. Or wait, no. Why am I so slow? Oh wait, never mind. I don't even know. Anyway, this is the honey. So they kind of you use them like by throwing them onto the ground. You put them on your hotbar and you can throw them onto the ground to attract wild creatures to areas. And this can obviously be very useful for taming passive dinos like a Gigantopithecus, because you could chuck a bunch down, leading it into a pen to keep it safe, or even putting it into your base to keep it safe. So you just chuck them down. They look really cool. As you can see, they do actually spoil in a couple minutes, and the dinos run up and they just eat them, and then they are on their merry way. But let's try to lead this trike over to where our dinos are. So let's go right there. Oh, it's kind of like bouncing. Is he gonna go for it? Oh my god. Wait, what's the range on it, I wonder? Let's send him over. Oh look, he doesn't know which one to go to. Can I like lead him into the water, I wonder? Does it work? I assume it works in the water. Oh look, he's going for this one. This one's closer. Oh no, he made up his mind. He wants to go for this one. He can have them both if he goes for this one. That's awesome. And when they go up to eat it as well, it doesn't look like they can actually hurt you when they go up and do that. Is he gonna eat this one? He's not gonna hurt me, is he? I am actually in God mode, so let me just get rid of that really quick and then we can chest it. So I'm not in God mode anymore. Let's get him to come right up to me. I want to see if he can hurt me if I'm right beside it. Because if he can, that would be very bad, and I really hope that he can't. Because the problem with him hurting me is that if you lead something into a pen, it can then hurt you. Oh yeah, look, he just knocked me back. But it didn't do any damage though. It's probably because I have really good armor. So apparently they can hurt you. That's interesting. Let me send him into the water there. That didn't go as far as I was hoping. Anyway, so that is the honey. You can get that from the little beehive, as we already said. You feed it rare flowers to keep it going. Not exactly sure how long it's going to take to get it. Am I getting damage from being inside of it? Oh my god, I'm getting damage from being even near it. Look at that, you actually take damage when you go near the hive. And this is my hive, I placed that thing. Holy crap. I wonder, would my dinos aggro on it if I went near it? How does it work? I don't even know, like, I really don't know. Apparently you just put rare flowers in and it just works or something. I don't exactly know. But apparently you can get honey from that by just putting in the rare flowers. And you can obviously farm up a couple queen bees to do that. These queen bees, I do not believe they would be, they don't have a gender. Yeah, so they are not breedable, which is kind of interesting. So you're gonna have to go out and like collect up queen bees to actually get the hives all of the time. Or you could keep a couple queen bees around as well, because they actually do spawn in those little drones, which we can check out here. So let me grab these 2 queen bees. Let's go over here and maybe fight something. You guys coming? They should lay some drones down in a minute, hopefully. So let's send them, let's go after that trike over there, or this dodo actually. Let's fight a dodo. Amazing fight against a dodo. Alright, so here we go. Fight the dodo. Can I whistle? There we go. I didn't get the little indicator thing. That's interesting. They used to have like a giant arrow that would appear, right? Where the hell are my bees? What are you doing? You're like super slow? You like stuck in each other? Where's the other one? I don't even know. Come on, buddy. You gotta come over here. These things are not that quick. Okay, come on. Fight this dude. There we go. There's the indicator. So there's the other one for some reason. Oh wait, no, that's a giant bee. This comes from the queen bee. So as you can see, she's just producing more and more of them, and we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna fight this dodo now. Look at that. So the drones do her bidding. She spawns in a bunch of drones, and basically they just all go ham on whatever you send them at, because you control her, but she controls them. So she's essentially just stepping back and being like, hey drones, kill this thing for me. Can we send her at something bigger maybe? We do have a trike. I mean, we could try out the trike. We just see if she can take down a trike. Come on, go after that. Sweet. So we don't actually control the drones at all. They all follow her. So this should be kind of interesting here. Oh my god, they're just shredding that thing apart. She's not doing any hits here. She's just like stepping back. Oh, she's gonna die though. Look at that. Yeah. Oh man, that thing went down really easily. So I don't know actually. That's kind of interesting. I mean, what level trike was that again? That was only a level 8 trike. That was only a level 8. That's kind of interesting. A little bit confused why they weren't even able to take out a trike. You can't level them, so maybe these are not as great as I thought. I thought that they would be really good, but apparently not. So yeah, you pretty much, to get the hive, just do that. It just turns the queen bee into a hive. And then they are obviously just a placeable. And you can place them down wherever. We get any honey? No. Right, so next of all, we should probably check out, I think my Leoplurodon has despawned, but we'll talk about that now in a minute. We should probably check out the Kentrosaurus. And I wonder, has this thing bugged out yet? For some reason they keep bugging out with the levels, and I don't know why. But anyway, the Kentrosaurus is not rideable, so we can't actually check that out. But I tried to put the max stats up, but I don't know, it just keeps messing up for some reason with the levels. So let's bring these guys over here. Come on guys, they are not very quick, are they? They should have some sort of pack bonus as well, by the way. I thought I read that in the dossier. It doesn't look like it's being implemented though. They were supposed to have some sort of pack bonus where they could essentially defend an area better if there was a bunch more of them. But I don't think they actually implemented that. Let's whistle them onto some small creatures like the stupid Pego. Attack that Pego. So they can actually impale creatures and lift them up. So as you can see, it has the Pego on its tail. It's so hard to even show you because it's just running around in circles and they're all trying to kill it. So you can just impale creatures and players as well with this Kentrosaurus, and it just like drags them around. And I've seen it does actually lift up things as big as a raptor, but definitely a trike would not work. I assume a moss chops would work. Let's whistle it on. Let's whistle you onto the moss chops there. So as you can see, it lifts up a moss chops as well. At some point maybe we might even do a video of just every single creature that the Kentrosaurus can lift up and impale. But yeah, the Kentrosaurus, pretty amazing dino. These spikes on it are pretty deadly. That's why you can't ride these things, because obviously that would really hurt if you were to sit or try to saddle one of these, I guess. Oh, it looked like it actually broke free. Maybe it's kind of like a Bola timer where it can only last like... Oh wow, yeah, they just destroyed it. Maybe it's kind of like a Bola where it does hurt it, but you can kind of trap a creature, like a raptor or something. So if you can get your Kentrosaurus to impale it, then you could probably Bola that raptor and then whistle passive and then tame the raptor, I guess. But yeah, that is the Kentrosaurus, very interesting creature. I thought it would do more, to be honest. I honestly thought it was supposed to have some sort of pack bonus, which they said in the dossier, but not everything in the dossier is true. And yes, that is the Kentrosaurus. Pretty good stats as well. 5,000 health, not bad. And the weight is actually pretty good on them too, so they're pretty good as like little pack herding animals. So definitely a couple Kentrosaurus, a couple of Daedons, and the health or the weight actually goes up decently as well there. Melee goes up okay as well, not too bad, and the health goes up by about 300 actually almost. This is pretty good. I mean, a lot of health, and they have a lot of weight as well, so you could pretty much just use these as like pack herding animals, because they can pretty much just scoop up any small creature. So early game they could be pretty good. The Kentrosaurus takes Compy Kibble, by the way. The Daedon takes Iguanodon Kibble, and then the Giant Bee takes Ichthyornis Kibble, and then the Leoplurodon, which is the next thing, which I guess we're going to show you right now, takes it takes honey from the beehives, like these ones right here. So I think I'm gonna grab some of that stuff now in a second. We got tons of bees on me. We'll be back in a sec. I'm gonna show you the Leoplurodon and get away, and we'll be back. Okay, so I have the spawn code for Leoplurodon. One thing I want to show you really quick, because it's going to give me an effect that I won't be able to get rid of until the timer runs out. So first of all, let's just look inside these drops. So we have a fabricated sniper rifle in that one. We have a fabricated shotgun. We have a Mastercraft ghillie legs. And we got a journeyman, what was that, a Mosa saddle. So let me spawn in this little Leoplurodon thing, because it's essentially going to give me a buff that's going to probably change the loot inside those drops. Ideally it will, so let's spawn in a 150. Let me just pause the server really quick so I can just force tame this thing. So we are on the Leoplurodon. Now we have this effect on us. Let me just take this away. You can only keep these things for 30 minutes, and the reason for that is because they have a special power, and it essentially gives you like this lucky oil on your creature, because you can buff drops using this thing, which is kind of strange and interesting at the same time. You can buff drops like inside the caves, inside water, but also if I was to get out of the water, I still have this effect, as you can see, and I still have that for how long? There usually was supposed to be a timer on that. Let me go and see if it will work on this drop right here. Yeah, look, as you can see, the drops have like a little effect on them now. Which one did I get? I think I got this one here. So is that upgraded? Look at that! What was that before? That was a Mastercraft ghillie mask, and now it is a blueprint for a Plessy platform saddle. What are you right now? Now this is a Journeyman Mosa saddle. That was a sniper before. What is this? Parasaur Journeyman saddle. That was ghillie legs. This was something not as good as this, I don't think. Can't remember. And then this one is now a ride shield, which is not as good. That one used to be a Mosa saddle. So as you can see, the Leoplurodon can affect drops, which is a very unique thing to just the Leoplurodon. And it even works for like cave drops like that. These are underwater drops, so like, I mean, you could probably run out of the water and jump into a cave and try to get to drops really quick, or even go to the underwater caves inside of like 30 minutes with this thing. Obviously you can ride it bareback like this, and it does actually also buff your oxygen too, but I think I have to take off infinite stats for that. So that is off right now. This thing buffs your oxygen, so it's essentially like having a Lazarus chowder. So as you can see, my oxygen is going down a little bit slower, but if I was to hop off, I think I have the oil, so I don't think that's going to really affect it. I would be losing a lot more oxygen without the Leoplurodon beside me here. But Obviously, I do have the buff on right now. As you can see, it's going down a lot slower. So you can use these things, and you might not even need to use like what is it called, scuba, because these are essentially like a buffed scuba tank. And obviously, they have that really unique ability too. Now, the unfortunate thing is that you can only tame them for 30 minutes, and after that, they disappear because they are magical. This is the magical Leoplurodon. That is a reference to Charlie the Unicorn. They put in a reference to Charlie the Unicorn in Ark. I'm very happy about this. So this thing only has 1 attack, though initially I think it had 2 in the dev kits, so it has a bite. That's pretty much it. It doesn't do anything else besides the drop buff. So yeah, that is pretty much the whole patch here for you guys. There's not a whole lot in terms of the creatures. Obviously, we are going to be doing taming videos on each and every one of these. I just need to get around to that. There was an issue with servers and stuff, but we should have our servers updated right now. I'm excited to try and get some of these things tamed. If you guys are excited to see those taming videos, make sure that you hit that subscribe button down below. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure that you hit that like button as well. It really does help me out. And yeah, I will see you guys next time.